Clerk, raise your right hand. She will administer the oath.
Do you swear that the testimony you are about to give in this matter shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Please have a seat in the witness chair. Mr. Anderson.
Can you please state your first and last name for the record?
Stephen Kaufman,
And how do you spell your last name?
Kaufman.
And you usually go by Steve or Steven?
Steve.
Steve, what do you do for a living?
I'm the owner of River's Edge Campground.
What is River's Edge?
River's Edge is a campground and tubing, wedding reception facility.
Okay. And where is it at?
The exact address?
No, just is it in Somerset, the township?
We're in New Richmond.
And permission to approach?
Yes.
Sorry. 25. Yeah, I'm handing it to Mark as you 25. Is that going to be a map of the route tubers take from your campground?
Yes.
And permission to publish, Judge?
Any objection? All right, you may.
Move to admit also.
Any objection? 25 is received.
So the arrow on the top right, is that where your campground is located?
That is correct.
And is that about where it's pointing where tubers, enter the river?
It'd be just to the right or upstream of that arrow. So the arrow would point about where our bridge is. And so just to the right more in this map, it shows a little island there. It'd be right next to that island.
Okay. Right, you want to actually just come circling on here? Okay, thank you. And, you see the arrow marking hideaway? What's that?
That is another campground and tubing facility.
Is that a common place where tubers will stop if they leave from your place?
Yes.
And what's there for, why do tubers kind of stop there? Is there a beach bar?
They have a bar there, yes.
And then is the exit where tubers get off of the river identified on that map?
It is.
And is it about where that arrow is, a little off?
Oh, that's about correct.
Okay. And you see where that arrow is that says incident location?
Yes,
Are you familiar with that location of the river also?
I am.
And does that bridge, that 35 bridge, have another name that people call it?
Not that I'm aware of.
Have you heard it referred to as the Sunrise Bridge or no?
I have,
Okay.
because there's a campground that used to be called Sunrise Park. And so that's why they call it that.
All right. And then the exit is the Village Park exit?
Correct.
This whole river route, is that in St. Croix County, Wisconsin?
It is.
If you know, how many tubers about would you get on a typical nice weather Saturday in the summer back in 2022?
River's Edge that day, we had approximately 12 to 1,500.
Oh, on July 30th, 2022?
That particular day, I thought your question was on a nice
Oh.
weather Saturday,
Okay.
but I don't know the exact number for that day, but I'm believing it was in the 1,000 range.
Okay. And when tubers do they rent tubes from you?
They do.
And would you normally see families? Is it known to be kind of a party scene, family scene mix?
I love mixed. River's Edge really strives to get as many families as possible, but yeah, you get mixed.
Okay. And when groups tube together, do they often tie their tubes together?
Correct.
Do you guys sell pre-cut string for tubers to do that?
We do.
And you did back in July of 22 also?
Correct.
About how long does it take to tube from the start to the exit?
Takes about 2 to 2.5 hours on a normal day. Of course, that can fluctuate with river levels and the speed of the water. And that would be without stopping.
Okay. So it depends on how fast the current is.
Correct.
And then it depends on how long and how often people stop.
Correct.
And do you happen to know about how long it takes to tube from the 35 bridge to the exit?
It's about 30 minutes.
Okay. And how about from the Hideaway Bar to the 35 Bridge?
You have similar time. It is, you can see on the map, it's about similar distance as well. So say 30 to 45 minutes for both of those.
And were you working on July 30th, 2022?
Yes, I was.
And at some point, did you get word of an incident on the river?
I did.
Do you remember what you were doing?
I was on my way to the exit just to check on my staff and check on, we collected tubes from the tubers and just do a normal check-in. And Mike Cappers happened to be there at his bus stop and told me about it.
And so you guys, for both, and Mike Cappers is the old owner of Hideaway.
Correct.
And so you guys would both, tubers would go down through the river, either through your place or through the Hideaway, and then all of you would pick up at the Village Park.
Correct.
You have buses going back and forth.
Yes.
And where did you go then once you heard about it?
I went to where he told me the incident had happened. And so I was on my little moped scooter and I drove to the incident.
What was the scene like when you got there?
There were a large police presence and an ambulance. And
Calm, orderly, chaotic?
I wouldn't say it was chaotic. People were moving at a rapid speed, but it seemed organized.
Were tubers still coming through?
No, we had directed everyone to get off at the Hideaway location. By the time I got there, we had already had people directing people off of the river.
And is that something law enforcement asked you to do, or did you just figure you should, if you remember?
I think it was a little of both.
Okay. And at some point, did you get a description of the person who had stabbed people?
I did. When I got to the scene, I ran into a couple who I assumed were husband and wife, and asked them what happened, what was going on. And they said they were tubing with their children. A little upstream from them, they heard some shouting, and by the time they got there, this had happened, and they don't know exactly what had happened. There was a gentleman that they said was, middle-aged man that left the scene.
At some point, did you get a photo of the person who was alleged to have been done the stabbings that was going around?
I did then, so maybe 15 to so minutes, 10 minutes later, then Mr. Cappers texted me a photo that had, I don't know where he got it from or how he got it, but said this is a picture of the person.
Did you forward that photo on to your staff?
I did, yes.
And did you also have a friend with you that day?
I did. He wasn't with me, but he was at this location when I got there. So
What was his name?
Carl Schilling.
And then did you either give or show him the photo?
That time, no,
Did you tell
because
him?
we didn't have it yet. I left.
Okay.
I had left before I got the photo.
Did you send it to him at some point, if you remember?
I don't remember.
Okay. You might have, you might not have.
You're right.
Your friend's name was Carl Schilling, the one that was in the area?
Yes.
Okay. Are you aware that whether Carl or a staff member later alerted law enforcement to somebody matching the description at the Village Park exit?
I am.
Was that Carl and one of your employees?
Correct.
And I should have clarified, Carl and an employee, two different people.
Correct.
Because Carl's a friend, not an employee.
Yes.
Okay. Do you guys, I forgot to ask this before, you rent tubes for just people and also for like cooler tubes?
We do rent a cooler tube. It's just another tube with a basket or a space for people to float.
Okay. I don't have anything else.
Mr. Nelson?
Carl Schilling, I want to ask you some questions about him, okay?
Yes.
Was he the guy with the baseball bat that went hunting for Nicolae Miu?
I wasn't with him, so
Okay, but you heard about that. You're aware that he grabbed a bat and went hunting for Nick, right?
I heard that he had a bat. Yes,
And that at some point while holding that bat, he confronted Nicolae Miu
that's what I heard. Yes,
at the exit, correct?
correct.
I want to ask you some other questions just about the Riverway, okay?
Yes,
You own some property, correct?
yes,
But the river itself, that's public space, agreed?
agreed.
Everyone, if once you're on the river, anyone can use it, correct?
Of course.
No one has more right to be on the river than anybody else, right?
No, sir.
You agree?
I agree.
Certainly no one has more claim to a particular space than anyone else, agree?
Agree.
You've heard the expression, stay in your lane, I would imagine?
Yes,
And roads have designated lanes, is that right?
yes,
And you would agree that there are certain responsibilities to do certain things in a particular lane, right?
sure. Yes,
The river, there's no designated lanes, are there?
no,
Sometimes everyone's going in the same direction, hopefully.
correct.
But as far as lanes and designated spaces, it's a bit of a free-for-all, right?
It is a natural river, and
And the
water is
space,
going to take you. The water will guide you where you need to go.
but the people that are on the river and have the ability to move amongst themselves on the river, they're free to go wherever they want on the river, right?
Yes,
And sometimes there might be some groups that are more dominant than other groups on the river, right? That happens?
Checked on relevance and speculation.
It's a stain on form. It's vague. Can you be more specific?
Sure. You rent tubes to lots of different groups, right?
we do.
As you said, some are perhaps younger teenagers, young adults. Yes?
From 6 to 106. Yes,
Yeah. And some are grown adults in their 40s or 50s, correct?
of course.
Sometimes you rent to a group of 2 people, right?
Yes,
Sometimes you rent to a group of 6 people
correct.
or 10 people.
Yes,
And it all depends upon, there's different sizes of different groups, correct?
yes, sir.
And in your experience, there have been some groups that have been larger and louder than other groups?
Sure.
And sometimes there's other groups that might be quieter than other groups, right?
Sure.
Maybe depending on the group that you're at, you might have different goals or objectives for the day, correct?
Correct.
I'm sure, again, you're not encouraging, but you're aware that there might be some groups that their goal and objective is to go there and get drunk, right?
Sure.
You're aware of that, right?
I am.
And then there might be other people that are just there to enjoy a peaceful day with their friends, right?
Yes,
And sometimes these groups interact, correct?
correct.
You would agree that the larger and the louder groups don't have any more right to be in a particular place than the quiet groups, do they?
No,
Do you give any messages that to the renters of your tubes to say, like, look, if you see a loud and a large loud group, you need to back away and give them distance right away?
no,
Individuals have the right to be there just as much as everybody else, right?
correct.
So on the river, it is simple as, does might make right? If you're just larger and louder, you get a right to that spot or not?
I wouldn't think so. No.
Those are the only questions. Thank you.
Mr. Anderson, do you have anything else?
Since we're asking hypotheticals, I guess. If nobody owns any of the river, it's public.
Correct.
You also wouldn't want somebody harassing another group of tubers.
No.
Nothing else.
Mr. Nelson?
Okay, thank you.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Kaufman. You're free to leave. Is he still under subpoena?
Yes, sorry, yes.
He's free to leave.
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
So this is just a blown up version. Do you want me to just write 13 on it or put a separate sticker on it?
So the 8x11 is 25.
Or 25, I'm sorry, yes.
Like,